I'm Janet Carberry, and I'm the Chief Financial Officer for IRG. I've been with them for 5 years now. IRG was established in 1996 by Shannon O'Kelly as a physical therapy clinic. He started with 2 clinics and eventually has grown. Today we're at 42 clinics. We are the largest independently owned physical therapy practice in the West Coast. We're very proud of what we do. We've been growing every year, even through COVID, we grew. So we're very proud of what we've come to accomplish as a company.
My name is Simon Quinn. I am a clinic manager at our Snoqualmie Ridge location for IRG. Been doing that about 2 years now. For me, IRG literally is family. I get to work with my brother every day, and he's the therapist in our clinic, and I do all the grungy work at the front desk, and he gets to treat all the patients and make everybody feel a little bit better about themselves. So.
How's everybody doing today?
Excellent.
Are we fired up?
Fired up.
All right. How about a hoorah then?
Hoorah!
Hey, all right. Hi, I'm Shannon O'Kelly. I'm the president and CEO here at IRG Physical and Hand Therapy. We believe in 3 things here at IRG: our patients, our team, and get involved in the community and paying it forward and giving back.
Prior to PatientPay, we were more of a typical old school kind of billing system. So we would run patient statements monthly. So any activity that happened during that month that created a patient balance would go out. We'd have to create a batch and send those statements out in a mass mailing. I mean, to give you an idea of the volume, we do about 26,000 visits a month. So you can imagine the amount of patient balances that creates out there that we have to go out and collect. So what that created was a huge influx of phone calls. When that mailing happened, we would warn our staff ahead of time, please be prepared. The statements went out on Friday, so next week's going to be hell week, with patients calling in, questioning their balances and that kind of thing. So it was very much an ebb and flow, certainly from a cash flow perspective. Patients would pay, and then it would be 3 weeks before we'd get many more patient payments, and then they'd get the bills out, then we'd pay again.
Before PatientPay, the system we had was fine. There was a system that would store some credit card information. There was a couple of steps in order to process it for taking copays on a regular basis. But we had no visibility as far as what patients' balances are like or any of that kind of stuff. So
we heard it over and over again from our patients that they wanted us to modernize our billing system, and we needed to do that. What it looks like now is that the minute a patient balance is generated from the insurance company saying that the patient owes this amount of money, that is notified to the patient the next day. They can see what that balance is and pay almost immediately. We have seen a huge uptick in our cash. In other words, I get patient payments every single day. Patients are going online right from the link that you send them and paying their bill immediately because it's convenient and easy for them to do.
PatientPay allows us to provide a very streamlined experience for the patient as far as what they owe, when they owe, and how they can pay.
Wow, PatientPay has been great. We launched PatientPay a little over 2 years ago, and the reality is we launched at a time, beginning of the year, January and February, when we're dealing with a lot of deductibles with people's rebooting of their insurance, and it's been great. It's increased our revenue, our payment system, the ease of use. The launch was simple, our people caught it, and I think our patients really like it. And for us, it also helps with our cash flow significantly. We don't have to wait for that 30, 60-day cycle now.
It's reduced our number of phone calls because they can call right away if there's an issue and not wait and get 6 statements or 6 bills, 6 visits billed on a single statement and have to correct all of that. So from my staff viewpoint, it's been great. Plus, it's greatly reduced my patient collections. They're just responsive. They're so much more responsive to the electronic side and getting it electronically as opposed to the old paper bill method. In this day and age, it's very hard for a third-party vendor to work seamlessly with electronic medical records. And it's really critical in healthcare that these third-party vendors, in fact, have relationships and are interfaced with our electronic medical record to make it seamless for us as the end users. That is no small task. And that's huge kudos to PatientPay to have the foresight to build that relationship with the EMR. We listen to our patients and to our staff, and we hear what it is that we need to do, and we try to fix those things. And PatientPay was a perfect solution for us as an organization. So number one, I think it's about increased patient satisfaction. Our patients really are appreciative of the technology. Number two, it has greatly enhanced our cash flow as an organization. Getting patient balances paid is really difficult, and people don't want to pay those medical balances. And I don't blame them, but they need to get paid. And so it's reduced the time I have to spend trying to have somebody call, collect, and look at those balances. And third, it's increased my staff satisfaction.
Using PatientPay has allowed us to do what we do best, which is enhance the patient experience.
We want to treat people, not paper. What I mean by that is, in healthcare, there is a lot of processes. There's a lot of what I call minutia. And that's why PatientPay has been so beneficial, because it reduces that minutia. And what we're trying to do here is centralize that minutia and those processes so our providers, our clinicians, the folks out in the clinics can do what they want to do and why they became clinicians. And that's to treat patients, provide engagement, coaching, and build relationships.
So if I had somebody that was considering PatientPay, I'd say, what's stopping you? Do it. It was the easiest implementation I've ever been through. It was a giant leap forward for us as far as technology goes, and as far as improving our financial information back to patients and making it more convenient for them to pay their bills.
Obviously, we need to avoid those things.
I'm just that hot.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yes, exactly.